Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101.
Ahoy! Let's go! We're waking up Chicago. Turn up the radio. It's time to start the show. On Q101 with the morning crew. Ahoy! Let's go! Welcome to the morning show.
Let's go. It is 6:05, 72 degrees, and we'll give you a weather update as what happened yesterday. Some of that's coming through again today. I got a check in already from Brad in Peatone. Said he's working to get a big tree off his car right now.
Oh,
I know.
that sucks.
Yeah, like it happened yesterday, he said in Peatone, where he was at, and he said, just F it. I'll worry about it in the morning.
Well, the problem is that based on his text, it's not only a tree on the car, it's a big tree on the car.
A big tree.
And
Now,
I hate big trees on cars.
Brad, if you want to give us a text of that picture, we can all just judge if it's a big tree or not. Maybe you're not sucking it up enough here. Maybe it's just a little branch on there. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe we can insult you after a big tree fell in your car.
Yeah. Good luck with the insurance company with that one. Let me tell you.
Wow. It sounds like he's already dealing with a lot. I'll give you a hit with that.
I'm sorry, Brad. Listen, I hope your agent in Peatone's better than mine. Obviously, what a tragic and devastating day yesterday. A lot of people without power right now. I think ComEd had mentioned that they will have 80% of that back up and running in the next 24 hours. But then they said some people not till Saturday, depending on where.
Saturday?
Yeah, because there's so many
Do
wide.
they know it's Wednesday?
They understand. Listen,
Okay.
so many trees have taken down power lines that it looks like a bomb went through the suburbs. The city is what I was worried about. My place, the kitchen,
Naturally, yes.
you know, the kitchen flooding
Obviously,
yesterday.
you're worried about you.
I was out there with a broom and a quick dam from Home Depot and towels, and fortunately, I fought off the water. But I feel terrible for seeing these pictures and video. It doesn't look real. It doesn't. It looks like AI. There's homes just destroyed, and I feel bad for my guy in Peatone. Just the car alone is just trying to get out there for work. I mean, and they're showing right on WGN TV, the electric company out there, just trying to figure out. Can you imagine trying to put all those wires back up? Somebody did that. Like I figured the wires for electricity were put up, 400 years ago.
Well, that's not accurate.
I understand, but they've been there so long. I say, like, no one's had to put those up in a long time.
The difference between 60 years and 400 years is minimal in your mind.
I'm not sure if it was even 60. Maybe it was just 10 years ago. I don't know. But to climb a pole and put a wire back up?
Ugh.
Oh,
To climb a pole.
oh my God.
You know, I hate when I order balloons and they all get stuck together. You know what I mean? Like literally this year, because my son's birthday and my husband's birthday are 2 days apart. So we do share some balloons. I start switching themes up, but we do share some of the initial balloons, okay? Because it's a big set change in 2 days.
Sure.
And this year there was one big clump of balloons because they all got stuck together and I couldn't figure it out.
Oh,
And that was balloons. So imagine it with like electric cords.
yeah, you're talking about the wiring of the balloons, very frustrating.
Yeah. And I'm like, you know what? They all look the same. It's not easy to be like, well, this string's yellow and this one, it's like, okay, they're all white strings. And again, one clump of balloons. So I can't even imagine what it's like to sort out the electricity.
Well, you've all seen the movie where do I cut the red wire or the yellow wire when the bomb's counting down to go off and they're sitting there panicking? You haven't seen a movie like that yet, Case?
I think I've seen movies parody that. I don't think I've actually seen that.
You've seen the Family Guy version?
Yeah, I understand the concept.
Oh, I mean, they're like,
But I don't know what movie actually does that.
Oh, there's several with the bomb ticking down. Red or blue?
Okay.
Like, I'm getting Armageddon's an example when a nuclear
have
bomb.
not seen that.
Okay, that should be on the list. But red or blue. In the last second, they cut the one wire and the clock stops, and they're like, "Phew, I almost chose the other wire." That's what I figured it is for these ComEd guys out there every day. Like every poll they go up, red or blue, red or blue.
Well, Kenzie's doing the balloon thing grounded. You have to do the wire thing elevated, and that makes it so much because you got the shoes with the spikes on them, and then you're climbing a pole. Oh, that sounds awful.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Thank you for doing that, but no thank you. I don't want to do that.
Somebody does it, thank
Go
God.
back to I'd be up there like, we'll go back to candles. We don't need all this,
Yeah.
right?
Well, let's not get carried away. I like my electricity. I'm glad
But if
someone
I
will
was
do
on
it.
top of that, I'd start thinking of things the reasons we don't need electricity.
Oh, so if you were doing it, you'd say, let's go back to candles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, this is way too much.
We feel for everybody out there, the devastation. I just saw one of the, of all the things that happen, you go, I've never seen this before when storms, now they're getting worse and worse here, especially in Chicagoland. I've never seen this statement made, by an organization to help yourself today in the storm damage problem. Indiana, I'm looking at you. The Indiana State Police said this morning. They advise you fill up your gas tank prior to entering Lake Porter or LaPorte counties because so many roads are blocked by trees and wires are down that you might not be able to get to a gas station.
Yeah.
So can you imagine, you're thinking the storm's over, thank God I can go get, a Monster Energy at my local 7-Eleven.
That would be my first thought.
I
after
need
surviving
one.
storm damage.
And you're driving and you run out of gas and there's no way to, the gas station, you can see it, but you can't get to it. And you're like, really?
Do you think it's worse to see it and not get to it or not see it at all?
It's worse to see it. Because what am I going to do, walk over there and then buy one of those cans to bring back to the car and load
Those are
in?
so heavy.
I did that once. It was like $20 for the can. And I tried to return the can and they wouldn't take it back.
Oh my God.
You try to return the can.
Well, because I don't want the can.
But what if you need it in the future?
Maybe just keep it in your car. Huh?
It'd smell of gasoline. I was hoping they'd take it back and wash it out and reuse it. They wouldn't do it.
Oh, wow, shocker.
Stinks. Anyway, more storms coming through. Weather update in a second. The more positive things coming up. We have your first chance at the Golden Ticket coming up in 20 minutes at 6:30. 6:30, 7:30, 8:30, and 9:30. A chance at the Golden Ticket. And we're only 48 hours away from our back-to-school broadcast. That's
Oh
coming
my
up.
God.
Friday.
I love doing live broadcasts with you guys. I'm just very excited.
And I am too. We all are. We can't wait to see you face-to-face at Alexander's Cafe. That'll be Friday morning, 6 to 10 in St. Charles. And all the info at Q101.com. We'll give you more updates and talk about that a little bit more on how you can help kids going back to school and get what they need.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. So about 6 minutes away from the first keyword of the day for the Golden Ticket. But let's get to a fact that makes your brain go before we get there and get you that awesome free stuff. And this involves traveling the world, which I know Kenzie loves to do. I love to do it. And we had people at a trip to the Bears game in London. It's one of the most memorable trips all of them say they've taken. We got more coming. Don't worry. When the Bears decide to go back overseas and play football again, we'll be there. Or for some other reasons, maybe concerts. All of that could be coming up. But 45% of travelers in Chicagoland say they avoid going to these places for this reason. They actually avoid traveling. Even though they want to, they'll avoid it for this reason. And what do you think that could be, Kenzie?
I'm going to guess that they watched a Netflix docuseries that has now terrified them, against traveling. Because a lot of, those crime docuseries on Netflix involve going on a trip and never coming back.
Is there one specifically you want to mention that's in your head that you liked?
Oh, we
Or-
did.
or scared you?
Not that I liked, that was happy about.
Yeah.
But I want to say I think it's Amy Lynn Bradley, which we did the profile on. Remember, she was the one on the cruise
Yes.
where it's how'd she basically disappear from her room, essentially. Really freaky.
Yeah, on a cruise.
Yeah, so I think there's a lot of people out there who love traveling, have seen enough docuseries where they're like, oh my gosh, me and my family will never come home. We can't go anywhere.
It's true because in the old days when they didn't have all these Netflix documentaries, you just went. You said, it must be awesome over
You
there.
had no doubt in your mind.
And some people still disappeared, but they figured, I didn't know about it, so I'm going to keep going.
You just didn't know about it.
That's right. Next Netflix crime. And by the way, Kenzie's Crimes, all of the Kenzie's Crimes are on a podcast, on our Brian and Kenzie podcast feed, so you can find those ones. And her name again was Kenzie Amy
Lynn Bradley. So if you went and looked that episode up, you could hear the whole story.
Yeah, that was a doozy. That one was a doozy.
And I have yesterday's, if you missed it, on our story right now, if you want to check it out.
Boom. It's right there. Case, why do you think this is? 45% of Chicago travelers love traveling, but they're avoiding. They're not going to do it for this reason.
They can't get a passport because they're hardened criminals.
Now, there is a big myth that it's really hard to get a passport. It takes a long time. I know Case was wondering about this. He did not go on the London trip to the Bears game, for the Bears game in London. And I think you didn't want to go?
That's not true. I couldn't go. I had other obligations in Kansas City, the London of the Midwest.
It is.
Right. So that it wasn't like an us thing. Like you had something that you had to go do, but you would have preferred to be in London.
I believe the person organizing the trip did not build out a spot for me when the trip was booked, so it was going to be hard for me to go anyways. But I want to make it very clear, I didn't turn down a trip to London.
I can't remember because I remember the anxiety of traveling was building up around that time for you, and I wasn't sure. My memory failed me on the reasoning of why you weren't there. Because I missed you.
Okay. I was in Kansas City, to be clear. The London of the Midwest.
I hear it's lovely.
Yeah. Now, I don't know how hard it is, depending on a hardened criminal or maybe you just got something on your record to get a passport. I don't know if it's super tough if you, let's say, have a misdemeanor on your record, or maybe you toilet papered a house one time and a cop stopped you and wrote your name down. Does that stop you from getting a passport? Or obviously maybe murder. I don't know.
Well, that'll probably do it.
There must be a scale somewhere.
Yeah, I think the government has that scale. It's felonies. It's not
misdemeanors
when you're a teenager.
I don't know. Listen, I had a misdemeanor when I was in college for cranking my car stereo too loud, and the cops came. The neighbors called the cops on me.
You were arrested, or you got a ticket?
I had to go to court to fight it. I wasn't going to go to jail, but it would have been a big fine. And I had a misdemeanor on my record. It was a misdemeanor. So I hope that's been expunged by now. It's been a minute since I've been in college.
What do you mean? Oh, hey, I was having fun.
Well, I've got a passport, so it worked out. But I'm wondering how long things stay on your record in the misdemeanor world. But felonies, I imagine, is pretty hard to get a passport. All right, we'll come back and give you the golden ticket. The first keyword of the day is on the way. And you can guess on why 45% of people that want to travel in Chicago, they don't do it. For this reason. It's coming up after Lincoln Park. It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101, the fact that makes your brain go.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
We'll get to the fact that makes your brain go. Why almost half the people who want to travel choose not to. They want to go overseas and see things, but they don't do it. And we'll get to that in a second. First, we have to get out the first key word of the golden ticket.
Now is your chance to qualify for the golden ticket. Please don't text and drive. Standard message and data rates apply.
Q101.
First one of the day, and a reminder, you can enter every hour at the bottom of the hour. So right now, 7:30, 8:30, and 9:30. And you get qualified for going to a show. An amazing show like, I don't know, the Neighborhood at the United Center.
Make me feel like I am breathing. Feel like I am human. Maybe it's a blessing in disguise. I said myself. I see my reflection in your eyes. It's too cold for you here and now, so let me hold.
The Neighborhood at the United Center at the Madhouse coming up Wednesday, November 18th. So that's your qualifying prize this hour with the key word afraid. As in, I'm afraid of tornadoes. AFRAID to 312-967-8300. Text that now. It's good till 7:30, so you don't have to do it right this second. If you're taking a tree off your car right now or trying to shove some water out of your basement, AFRAID to 312-967-8300. That's how you qualify for the golden ticket, getting into everything we do for an entire year from Riot Fest to Riot Fest. And Riot Fest is less than 6 weeks away. That'll be your VIP there and at 2027 Riot Fest, plus Lollapalooza and Twisteds and guaranteed entries and so many concerts to be announced. So the Neighborhood at the United Center, you win those tickets and qualify for the golden ticket. Afraid is the key word. 312-967-8300 from our great friends at Live Nation and from Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Now getting to the fact that makes your brain go. 45% of Chicago travelers, they avoid traveling because of this reason. They want to do it, but they avoid it. And Kenzie guessed that they've seen a Netflix documentary about maybe being trafficked and it scared them now and they won't do it. And
Yes.
I listen, after seeing the movie Hostel, boy, in case you have not seen that one on your list, I don't know how that might come up on your list, but you see that movie, you'll never want to go overseas again.
Oh, fun.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. I mean, you can be
So get on that.
so watch that.
Hop on, baby.
And Kay said getting a passport is very tough to do. Now, I looked it up, actually. So Kay said if you have a felony, possibly you couldn't get a passport. Just did a little deep dive on this for a second. I was curious if you have a misdemeanor, maybe you can't get a passport. You can get a passport if you have a misdemeanor on your record, provided you don't have any travel restrictions associated with that misdemeanor. Now, or like a drug offense does block approval on some passports as well. On a misdemeanor drug offense. If you owe taxes, can you get a passport? Yes, you can. You can actually get it if you owe taxes, unless you are, quote, seriously delinquent in tax debt, like $66,000 in federal taxes behind.
Okay.
So
But I got to go overseas to make money so I can pay off my tax debt.
Yeah, do you have $66,000?
Or run away from it.
Yeah, or run away from it. Well, I don't think I have $66,000 in tax debt, but I keep on getting the spam calls about back taxes, which I don't know what the hell a back tax is.
Don't pick those up.
But the problem is that they send me so many of them that I start to go, maybe they're onto something. Maybe I should look into this.
Well, just wait till it gets
Yeah, back taxes.
It sounds like it's not a problem until you get to $65,000 in debt. 66, you cannot go overseas.
Got it.
65, you can go to Paraguay and get the hell out of here.
Wow, and that would be my top destination, obviously.
And I don't want you to leave. I'm just saying, if it gets that high, you may have to go.
Message received.
And also, if you have a felony, you can get a passport.
Oh, good.
As long as you've done all your time and probation and you have no other reports on that you're not, doing the right things post-prison.
I'd imagine certain felonies may be banned.
It doesn't say that. It says as long as you followed all of your rehabilitation programs, you can get a passport.
That's nice. That's good.
Yeah.
The prison system should be to rehabilitate. And once you do your time, you should be allowed to live your life.
Do the time. Do the crime, do the time. There's a phrase there. What is that again?
Well, they say if you can't do the time, don't do the crime. But let's see what you come up with.
I can't do the time. I know that.
Oh, the time. No, thank you.
So I'm doing no crimes.
Your Honor, I did the crime, but it's not possible for me to do the time.
I cannot do the time.
I am slammed. I'm redoing my kitchen.
Yeah. Have you seen my Outlook calendar? I don't want to do the time.
When am I supposed to fit this in? A year and a half straight? I can't do it.
There's no way I could do the time. I don't care if it's 3 months. I can't do it.
Because of the small spaces?
Yes. Claustrophobia.
I don't think they're that small. Like, I know it's small, but it's not like claustrophobic walls closing in on you in a jail cell.
You ever been to jail? I've seen a jail cell.
I've seen a jail cell. I haven't been in it.
We did a charity thing where we stay overnight in a jail cell to raise money for actually people that come out of jail and want to redo their lives.
Oh, okay, that's nice.
So I did that. I was screaming in about 2 hours, I need out. I thought this would be fun. It's not.
No.
I need out. And also, I thought they'd forget about me and they think I'm one of the convicts eventually. Like, there's movies like that where that's happened, where you go to jail for something like
There's
this.
movies where they forget who the actual convicts are.
Yeah, I can't remember.
What's it called? The Forgetful Prison?
No, it's just like somebody goes in for some reason, like an undercover cop, and then he's so undercover that the warden doesn't know he's there. And then he ends up being stuck in prison.
I would feel like there was some paperwork done where they could prove that.
Not in this movie.
Okay.
I'll find the movie for you.
But the radio guy coming to do a charity event for the prison, I think everybody's on the same page that he's not a criminal.
I don't know. They might look at my
There's like
speed.
a social media girl there. Like, I think they could not, solve this case.
I think they might look at my speed ticket violations and say, "You're going to stay."
Actually, now that you're here, you do owe us a couple months.
So that's the biggest fear I have of going to jail. Like wrongfully accused, by the way. And then staying in jail, like kind of like Shawshank.
Yeah.
You've seen that now.
Kind of like Shawshank.
I mean, all those years, Andy got what he got, and he didn't do it. Mm-hmm. Sorry for the spoiler on Shawshank if you haven't seen it yet.
Damn it.
I'm sorry, Kenzie.
That was my weekend.
All those answers are wrong, by the way. 45% of Chicago travelers admit they avoid going places that they can't pronounce. Because over the pandemic, I remember hearing about so many people going to Iceland, and I'm going to probably pronounce it wrong. Reykjavik, okay. Iceland, because there was good flights on it. It was pretty cheap. But if you can't pronounce it, maybe you feel weird about going. And that's what people said. Almost half will not go if they can't pronounce it.
You think you could Google it? I don't know.
That's interesting you say that, because 26% say they won't even Google a destination if they're not sure how to spell it. Even though it'll finish for you. It's weird. 23% worry about sounding rude when pronouncing a place incorrectly in front of the people of that country. 27% of people say not knowing the pronunciation has limited the place they'll consider visiting. And 21% fear the embarrassment of being corrected overseas. Hey, isn't it cool to be here in Reykjavik? And then, no, it's Reykjavik. Sorry, I'm embarrassed. I'm going to leave your country right now.
I'm embarrassed.
I'm going to leave.
Kids, pack your suitcases. We have to go home.
Isn't that weird, though, that you're afraid to go just because you can't pronounce it? Almost half.
But don't you feel weird about going to Iceland? Because you don't know how the hell those names are pronounced.
I don't, but...
Doesn't bother me.
Kenzie, how do you pronounce this? Kenzie, how do you pronounce this?
Reykjavik. I don't care. Give me a play.
No one's going for that. I think people just lighten up a little bit.
I thought there was a J in it. The place I'm thinking of, I thought it had a J. Is the one you have pulled up that?
It is. So it's Reykjavik. It's Reykjavik.
I'm not going there.
Good luck with
That's
that.
a model. Emily Ratajkovic. I can never do hers.
If she's there, I'm going to Iceland. Where's that Reykjavik broad? Is she here at the airport?
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q 101.
Well, a lot to unpack with the White Sox game last night. The Pope game yesterday sold out. It was a frenzy out there. We'll play some of the audio and talk about what happened out there in the Cubs game as well. And we'll give you the keyword again in just a few minutes for the golden ticket that's active this hour until 7:30. But first, storms once again hit the area, and real tragedy out there all around the entire listening area, whether you're all the way down in Rensselaer, whether you're in Kenosha, or whether you're just here in Chicago. The damage was significant. Here's a report from Fox 32 Chicago.
It's the kind of warning that stops you in your tracks, this time echoing through the halls of Fox Chicago's downtown studios and outside. The weather was making its own announcement. From Homewood to Northwest Indiana, another round of violent summer storms, leaving behind a scene that has become all too familiar. Trees crashing onto cars, streets flooded, powerful winds cutting a path across communities still cleaning up from storms just weeks ago. And if it feels like we've been here a lot this year, that's because we have.
As of last week, we had 191 tornadoes across the state of Illinois. The previous record was 142. That was set in 2024. And that was for the whole year.
And it's only August. The National Weather Service office has already issued more than 300 tornado or severe thunderstorm warnings this year in our area, more than any full year in its records dating back to the 1980s. So I asked Illinois state climatologist Trent Ford the question a lot of us are now asking: is this our new normal?
What more and more studies are showing as the science progresses is a slight increasing trend in the frequency of tornadoes.
This is their Christmas, man. Those climatologists getting on the news. It's like, let's go. I'm ready to go. I'm in my home studio. I got the pictures of tornadoes behind me in my office, my desk. I've got, everything in front of me to look. I probably got a globe on his desk.
You imagine that the climatologists have pictures of tornadoes?
Yes.
Okay.
I didn't see the video. You sent the audio. I didn't see what he was looking like in his office.
It's, tight frame on Fox 32. They didn't show a lot of his home office. It wasn't an episode of Cribs. It was a tornado report.
That's too bad. It was just his big head.
There's just an actual sister behind him. Yeah. They're always chasing these things there.
191 now.
He said 191. I found on WeatherBug that Illinois leads the nation in tornadoes now today. That was his number last week, right?
Yes, that was a report that Fox 32 did last night, but he had the tornado number from last week.
So now I hear it's at 225.
Wow.
And that blows away the record. I mean, you think about Texas, Oklahoma, Nebraska, those are the tornado alley states. They're in the double digits, like 58, 50, 62 tornadoes. We have 225. God.
What's going on?
I don't know. You tell me, Kenzie. What do you think's going on?
I asked a question.
I'm asking you a question. I'm referring right back to you.
Why do we? What's going on? Because it's not like it's everywhere. Like you said, there's still like tornado, like where you normally associate them being the worst,
right?
Isn't touching us. So it's not like they're also up a lot. It's like, oh, it's happening everywhere. What the hell's going on here?
What did Illinois do? What did we do to get all this?
This is bad.
And it's coming in today again. There's another chance today. Storms moving through. Like yesterday, same time around midday should be the worst in the entire area. More west of the city. You're going to get hit first. And we got a text in from Jen, who's in Lakemore, when I talked about the poor guy who had his tree on his car this morning. She said, I work for a tree company. I think it's called Save a Tree. It looks like SAVA Tree. It was a rough day for Chicago. And if you need help, she's even saying call multiple places to, quote, get on the list. Because all these places have gotten 1,000 phone calls to help get trees out of their homes. And she said there's a web form at saveatree.com or they have a phone number. But for trees and houses on cars are priority to get out of there. They'll come move it.
The scary thing with some of these storms is just how quickly they roll through and how even if the rain itself does not last for a very long time, it's so intense while it's there. Kenzie, did you see the text we got? There was a photo from Jason in Homewood. It came through at 6:11 this morning. Pull up that photo real quick, because I don't think you saw that. Jason in Homewood checked in. He doesn't have ground anymore by his home. Like, the ground got uprooted. It's not even fair to say that a tree got uprooted.
What is that?
It's just the ground is gone.
I'm not laughing at the situation because it's horrendous, having our kitchen flooded a couple times in the last month. But the way Case is describing it is exactly right, where the tree fell over and took the whole yard up with it.
Yes.
So it's as big as the house, the bottom of the tree, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
all
yeah.
the roots pulled all the ground up.
Like where I'm at, I was walking into the bus stop this morning because I take the bus to work, and a lot of the trees in my neighborhood were snapped and laying in the street, and that's fine. It's weird to say that we've gotten used to that, but we've gotten used to that. Jason's text is, what if the ground snapped beneath us and there was no longer ground to walk on?
See, I would be like, can you guys just push that back down? I'd be like tapping it with my foot, like put that back in the hole.
Like a divot on a fairway of a golf course, and you put your put that
Because
down
what the hell
there.
am I supposed to do? Like,
Yeah.
what am I supposed to do with that? You'd have a crater. It looked like a UFO landed.
There better be like a chest of gold under that when that comes up.
I don't think so.
Because wouldn't it be great to find something like
Yeah,
that?
I don't think this is the end of the rainbow, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I think we're in the middle of the rainbow, which
Not
sucks.
good.
It's just things are happening that never happened before, like that picture. And as I mentioned, I never had to mention before, in Indiana, the state police said, fill up your car, because going into any county, the people checked in and they've gone to a bunch of gas stations. They're out of gas because people went to get gas for their generator because they don't have power.
Oh.
So not only you can't even get to some of the gas stations, it's probably in some of the Illinois burbs too, so make sure your car's filled up before you leave today. But just they're out of gas, and then the trucks can't get in to fill the gas. It's a terrible cycle. But, man, this is rough, and it's coming through again today, so just be careful. Look out for it. Kenzie, did you go down your basement when this hit, the sirens? You run down the basement?
No, this is going to sound horrible. I feel like we're so desensitized to the sirens going off, because the problem in Elgin is that they run them for effing everything. So they run them for just thunderstorms too. And I said, you could pull up the show. I said a couple months ago, this is what's going to happen, is no one's going to take the sirens serious anymore since they're running them for all the thunderstorms and then all the tornadoes. Think about how many that's been this summer, where I saw people walking yesterday when they were going off. We were like, whatever.
Yeah. So
Not good.
Didn't we do a follow-up, though, and they said they're going to pull back on that? They're going to pull back a little
They
bit in
pulled
Elgin?
back, but the problem is it's not a guy running up to the tower pushing a button. I guess they go on their own during, like, certain, like, I don't know, wind pressure or something.
Yeah, something happens in the weather that triggers it. Yeah.
So it triggers it versus it just being 4 tornadoes. I don't know
So
why.
because you saw somebody walking down the street, you said, well, I'm gonna top them, and I'm going to go outside
well,
and just
we're
run.
so close. Okay, if we're like in our family room, we're so close to our basement. So I
See-
feel like as long as we're hanging out there, we could get there we could be in our basement in about, I don't know, 15 seconds, maybe even less.
See, that's what my dad used to do. He'd send us down the basement, and then he would stand upstairs near the door.
Oh, yeah.
He says, I'll jump in. No, I'm the last man up.
Such a dad move.
Oh,
That's awesome.
Totally just pacing
And
up
so
there.
once you have a kid, that just gets instilled in you.
He's just patrolling the top of the basement door. I'm like, Dad, how about just coming
Hands
down
on the
here?
hips, looking out the window, analyzing.
That's going to be a bad one out there.
Yeah, or, hey, Frank, what do you got going on over there?
Basement?
Nothing. Okay, yeah. You want a beer? Well, we're guarding the basement with the family in there.
Regarding the basement.
A
In
few
the
things.
fist fight with the tornado.
That's exactly what I think my dad thought. He's up there in his wife beater. Just like sitting there.
What would he wear? Wife beater and boxers, wife beater and jeans. What do we wear?
We didn't have air conditioning growing up, so depending on what time of the year it was, but he used to walk around with a wife beater and loose boxers, not boxer briefs.
Like silk boxers?
Yeah. Like that, I guess that material. And I'm just like, sometimes,
Is he a porn star?
well, you're right, because those flaps would open up sometimes. I'm like, Dad,
What do you mean the flaps?
the flap to urinate through the front of it.
Oh, the hole.
The hole.
Because
pee
think
hole.
about how silky those are.
Flap?
The pee hole.
What do you call it?
I called it the flap.
It's not a flap.
It is a flap.
It's
though.
a hole.
a hole has nothing to cover it. A flap opens and closes.
Do you use the flap?
No, because I wear boxer briefs. I just pull them down.
Okay, same.
Like a toddler, I pull them down.
You don't need to show ass. You can do it in a more justified and dignant way.
Kenzie wouldn't understand this, but sometimes you go in the urinal. Some guys pull their pants down at the urinal instead of unzipping and pulling it out there. Like they pull their pants down.
Oh, God.
It's like, what are you doing? Kenzie, you're so lucky you don't have urinals. No.
You're so lucky to be a woman. Have you ever thought about that?
Yeah, I know we have the best of everything.
Yeah. I mean, if to squat and pee outside, that's tough. But instead of just going, standing and going.
No.
So that's against you on that one.
That's actually our hardest battle as women. God.
I'd like to talk about the storm and a few things we have with the text line. If we could get away from Brian's dad's pee hole for just a second.
Yeah, let's do it.
A few things. Somebody checked into the text line. They say that they had the shelter in place at the pet shelter that they work at yesterday. I saw in Tinley Park, not only was there damage to the World, the Credit Union One amphitheater, the roof there, but a roof blew off of an animal hospital in Tinley Park yesterday. That's absolutely insane. I hope everybody's okay there. Corey checked into the text line and said, my parents were trapped in their house yesterday because a tree fell on a power line and the ground was electrified until ComEd came out and turned off the power.
Holy crap.
New fear unlocked.
What the hell?
Unbelievable.
Did they have snacks near where they were, I hope?
Oh, God, I hope so. I hope they had Chex Mix.
I mean, if you're trapped in one room and you can't get to the other room, let's say it's that bad.
Well, they can move around the house. They just can't go outside.
Oh, okay. Well, that's not so bad.
That's how you live life now.
I go home.
Like the ground is electrified.
Yeah, but imagine not knowing the ground is electrified.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm not going outside.
And then just real quick before we give away the golden ticket keyword one more time and do sports, a lot of people on the text line, Brian, they want to know what was the name of that tree removal place that you mentioned earlier.
It was Save a Tree, SAVA tree, all one word.com, and the phone number will be on there. And I don't know, they're up in, I think it was Lakesmore. Where were they at? I think that's where they were. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. They, Lakemore, Illinois, which is, McHenry areas. I don't know if they do the whole city, but in the Northwest
Could have
burbs,
more than one location even.
They might.
So.
They might. Like if you're Grays Lake, let's say, or Fox Lake in that area, Crystal Lake. I mean, all in that area, that's probably where they operate. But maybe they do the whole city because she said, and this is being generous for her company, call other ones too and just get on the list because that's how bad it is right now.
Yeah, she's like, even if you're not in the mood, like, because the first guy we talked about was like, I don't even want to deal with this till tomorrow. Her point was, how about you go ahead and call and get yourself on a list because it may not be till tomorrow till someone can get to you because of all the storms.
Yeah. Yeah, just get on a list and do it. The key word this hour for the next half hour is afraid, as in I'm afraid of storms and tornadoes and electrical wires and rain now. AFRAID. Text that to 312-967-8300 if you haven't done that yet for the golden ticket and a chance to go see The Neighborhood at the United Center. After Almost Monday, we'll talk about Peace Be With You. Pope Night on the South Side. Brian and Kenzie.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.